As we enter the final quarter of the year, I must say that over the span of 2024, there has been a lot of self growth. And truly, I'm making this video in a sense of I want us all to think about the things that we have done this year, reflection on self. What is it that you have done this year that you're happy for, that you have gratitude of? Or what is something that you want to do that you've been waiting for? You think that the New Year resolution, right, is going to help you get motivation, to get that joy, happiness, drive to do it. Truthfully, doing this content was my New Year resolution. However, it was also a catapult of heartbreak. And a lot of people find redirection in emotion into a positive thing, an outlet. Hence, this is exactly what I'm doing. Why do you want to wait for a new year in order to start something that you could already begin? The thing is, I started while I was scared. I started while I was still hurting. And I started while I was still a very hesitant person. If you reflect back to my earlier videos, I have this 18-minute long ass video on my page that I have no idea how I was able to sit in front of the camera and truly yap, just talk about my personal experience of love and heartbreak. And that was the fire, the thing that propelled me into constantly creating. We have experiences that we share. We have things that we go through that you're not going through alone. It is okay to get yourself out there. And we fear the judgment of other people. So that might be a perspective that you must reflect upon yourself as to why you haven't started. Why haven't you started that business? Why haven't you started recording yourself? Because truthfully, right now, in the sucky stage, nobody cares about anything that you have to say. There are some people that come around that enjoy hearing what you have to say, and those people will build on top of one another. That is perfectly fine. That is how you find your community. That is how you build your foundation. But right now, while you are afraid, while you are unknowing, while you are unsure, you are constantly tethered in a place where you do not start. And you could have had all of this time to finally begin this process that you have had in the back of your mind for forever. This has been a thing for me since I was 16. I like to think of this all the time. And I never imagined myself to ever make content on this caliber because I've always expressed myself through video games. I've always wanted to be a gamer YouTuber, but I didn't pursue that. Why did I not pursue that? Because I didn't know what I was doing. And I knew that I had a fire, a passion burning within me to always help other people. And helping other people has propelled me in the sense of creating videos like this, creating self-help videos, and more so documenting myself, seeing myself grow from the person that I was back in February. Man, when I look at those videos from time to time, I think of how I am now, how I present myself in front of the camera. I may articulate myself differently, do a lot of hand gestures. I probably did a lot of hand gestures back then, but I was relatively stiff. I was relatively scared. And the way that I talked, carried myself, the way that I looked into the camera was like a husk. I was looking through the camera, looking at a ghost, looking at myself, and analyzing everything that I was doing, thinking I was going in the wrong direction. And when I compare them to the videos that I put out now, those videos were not terrible. Analytics really shouldn't matter to you on the grand scale of things because when you look at analytics, you compare yourself. And that comparison can diminish you and can take you away from driving and creating. You should express yourself the way that you want to, the way that you see yourself as. And that expression comes from you yourself. Allow yourself to truly be free of judgment, free of self-judgment, more so, and just talk. You can talk about whatever it is that you want to, find a passion, find whatever that you love to do and do that. So that's why I cycle back into I've always wanted to help people. That has been an aspiration since I was younger as well. Both of my parents are nurses. That experience and lifestyle, that lifestyle and growing up has been something that has influenced me as a person. But then I look at myself and then I realize the people I surround myself with, the friends that I have, and all of the things that I've heard in my life, that I definitely have that light. I am that person that is able to inspire and spark other people's ideas, bring happiness to others, and really change someone's life. Being able to do that, carry that aspect and part of being within myself, makes me realize that a lot of these videos of people being the chosen one or selected one, it resonates somewhat because I see myself on that plane of helping. It's not necessarily being chosen, but it's just someone who is there to aid, someone that is capable of taking my experiences, empathizing with other people, and just communicating. That's all life is. It's a perspective, communicative thing that we just collaborate with, constantly grow and reflect off of one another. We see, so we do. We copy. We try to fit in. But fitting in doesn't allow yourself to be the authentic person that you're meant to be. And with that authenticity, I was never able to confide in any type of group, any type of clique. I was always bouncing around from people to people, not in that sense, but just friend-wise, and getting along with all sorts of people. And that doesn't go along the lines to say that, oh, I'm popular. No, it's just being able to get along with people just comes with being yourself and talking to one another. And if people don't like you and they don't accept you, you do not have to force yourself onto anyone. You will not be liked by every single person. And judgment from others is always going to be a thing. So with having the fear of being judged and that allowing you to be held back from finally doing something that you have always wanted to do in life is where that failure solidifies, is where that failure comes in. And it's okay. Everyone fails. There is no reason to have a failure, a flopped video, something that you put so much time and effort into and it's not seen on a grander scale, to take you away from constantly creating. This is basically freedom of speech. This is you being your true person, your authentic self, on a stage, really, in front of all different sorts of people. Anyone can access these videos across the globe. And being looked at on a grand scale inside of whatever place that you're recording or doing this from. You're in the comfort of your own house. You don't have to worry about that. They're not in your ear judging you right next to you. You may have these comments and you may read them online, but they're just behind a screen. They're real people, definitely real people, but don't allow their opinions to sway you a certain way. Because when you allow other people's opinion in ways that they think about you to internalize, you will no longer have a voice within yourself. Don't allow these people to dictate what you do in life. And it also comes to what your parents think of you too. Do not stay stuck on what they have you viewed as. You don't have to live up to their standard, because you are your own person. And once you realize that within life, it took me, I wouldn't say 23 years, but it took me until moving out and going to college to really find my sense of self. My sense of self was always wishy-washy within high school, but whose isn't? High school is such a weird place. But as far as finding yourself, truly allow yourself to try new things. Get out there and attempt, and keep attempting. You have to have this continual thing. Otherwise, whenever you attempt something and it fails, it flops, you're going to think of yourself as not enough. But when you keep going, you hone your craft, you get better over time, and you start feeling better about these new attempts because you have that previous experience. You will never have experience if you do not start. So back to the main focus. We are in the final quarter of the year. What exactly have you done thus far that has made you happy, that is bringing you gratitude, that you are striving after to do in life? And what is something that you've always wanted to do that you have never done before that you want to embark on? Embark on that new journey. Set forth to do whatever it is that you desire to do. Chase your dreams. And it's definitely capable to chase your dreams while you're working a 9-to-5 job. See, I'm in that predicament myself. It's not necessarily a 9-to-5. I work 12s, but there is more time to reflect on the amount of time that I have in order to focus on what it is that I desire to do. And with that time, there is always time to chase your dreams, because there are filler hours that I've realized that I have been wasting due to social media. If you're on TikTok for X amount of hours, that is the amount of time that you could be pouring into learning a new instrument per se, or learning how to influence, create, draw. I used to draw. I used to want to, well, not used to. I want to learn how to play piano. I take the time to go to the gym. I take the time to record videos. Whatever it is that you want to do, take away that filler time. Take away that wasted time that you do watching anime, watching TV, watching YouTube, watching all this social media drama. So focus on yourself. Focus on creation, and focus on what it is that you need to do, that you desire to do in life, and keep going after that.